A big hello to all of you. My name is Dr. P.T. Chayatamburi, and today we are going to discuss one more topic from the huge world of MIS. And today's topic is nothing but the S which stands in the word MIS, that is system. Yes, today we are going to discuss the concept of system, its types, various concepts related to the system, its elements, and the concept of information system. That is, today we are going to deal with the very important aspect of the word or our subject MIS. So as we all know, what is a system? We are a part of system. We are living in a system. Our society is a system. Our home is a system. That is, it is an ordered collection of interdependent components that are linked together according to a plan to achieve a specific objective. This could be the technical definition of a system, but if we want to understand system in simple words, then we can take example of a say railway station. Railway station is an excellent example of system. The travelers or the passengers enter the station, the platform, they go for their particular trains, they sit in the particular train, and that train goes off. Few other passengers arrives at the platform, they get out of their respective train, and then they proceed out of the platform. So railway station could be an example of a system. Airport could be an example of system. A school or a college or your home can be example of a system. And yes, one thing to be remembered here is every system has certain objectives. A system cannot exist without a specific objective, and all the components of the system work together in achieving that particular objective. So let's start this interesting session with with its various types. The first category of system is physical or abstract system. Physical system is the system which we can touch and feel. For example, we call a computer as a computer system because it consists of CPU, keyboard, mouse, etc. We can touch and feel. Physical systems are also considered as dynamic systems because they give various outputs in intangible forms. In this category, the second part is abstract system. Abstract systems are totally opposite of physical system. That is, physically we can touch and feel the components of the system. But in abstract system, the all the components or the concepts are non-physical entities. That is, they have a relationship among themselves, but you cannot touch and feel the components such as virtual intelligence, cloud computing, all these concepts work in a system. We can see the output, but we cannot touch and feel the components of that particular system. So this is a very important category of system, that is physical and abstract. Number two is open or closed system. As the name suggests, open system is flexible system. That is, it interacts with the external environment very easily. It is very adaptable. It is very much related to the external environment. It is adaptable to various changes occurring into the external environment. And opposite to it is closed system. Closed system is very rare to find because a system, if it is not interacting with the external environment, then it is very difficult for it for the survival. So open system, the best example could be any organization working in relationship with its customer. So they take the suggestions from the customers, feedback from the customers, complaints from the customers, work on them and try to provide them a better service. So closed systems could be a system, say for example, a computer system which accepts input but does not give any other interaction with the external environment. It just provides the output as the programming is done. No suggestions, no feedbacks, nothing is being accepted by that particular software or set of programs. So you can say open system is flexible nature and closed system is rigid in nature. Next, we have deterministic and probabilistic. As the word suggests, deterministic means determined. That is, we know that what could be the result of this system or output of this system. You can predict the output. That is, if you have studied very well for a subject, you have covered the whole syllabus, you have understood the concepts, and you have written the examination in a very good manner, then you can definitely expect a good score. That is, you are determined that the result will be in your favor. Opposite is probabilistic. That is, you may or may not score a good result. That is, example could be the exit polls during elections. You can predict the result, but it may or may not be correct. So, same thing, that is a fixed or determined system could be an example of fixed deposit in banks where you get a fixed amount of interest rate, and probabilistic could be stock markets where you may get good returns or you may not. Moving further, it's a very simple category of system, that is natural and man-made system. Natural systems are many which exist in the nature, and man-made systems are the organizations or the factories or the industries which are being set up, or the societies, anything which is set up or being made by human being is called as man-made system. And last is again a very simple category, so that is permanent and temporary system. Permanent, as the name suggests, continues till infinity. It is considered that when an organization starts its functioning or working, it is bound to continue till infinity. Whereas certain organizations or systems might function for a very small duration of time and may not be able to continue. Such types of systems are also called as. These are the various elements of a system. We are very well aware about the three elements, that is input, get processed into output. Today, we are going to add few more elements into this particular system. That is, this processing takes place in a controlled environment. That is, just we studied in earlier slide that there are two categories of system, open and closed. So the system is open when it interacts with its external environment, and when the boundary is closed of a particular system, it is called as closed system. But all the happenings inside the system, whether it might be open or closed, takes place in a controlled environment. And another important element is the feedback. That is, whatever output is received, the feedback of the output is extracted and it is being transferred to the initial part. That is, it becomes a continuous process, or it becomes a chain. This chain helps in improving the performance of the system. That is, if there are any discrepancies or any errors or any faults into the output, it can again be revised through the feedback, and it again can be processed in a polished form. Another element is boundary. Yes, everything possesses boundary. A school has a boundary, an apartment has a boundary, a society has a boundary, a country has a boundary. Likewise, a system also has boundary, which defines or which divides the system into two types of environment, internal and external. So all these concepts are related to system. As we all know, the input, which is raw, output, which is a polished or a furnished form, the process which converts input to output. Next is control, that is each and every functionality which is happening inside the system should be under control. Next is feedback for better performance day by day, minute by minute, week by week, etc. Next is boundary, which divides the system into two concepts, that is internal and external environment. Next is the environment in which the system flourishes, the system functions, and environment has a greater impact on every system. Then we have other system, that is, say for example, if we are working in an organization, we have competitors. We have to have an eye on the competitors, that how they are functioning, what they are selling, how they are attracting the customer, how they are retaining the customer, etc. So a system is always in collaboration or in connection with other systems. And last is a very beautiful concept. It is called as subsystem. It is very closely related to the concept of departmentalization. That is, for example, if there is a big multinational company, we divide it into small, small parts or say departments for its better functionality. Same concept is applicable here. That is, a big system is divided into small, small parts. For example, we are studying in BCCA second year, semester 3. If there are say 300 students in that particular class, we'll divide each into three parts. That is 100, 100, 100. And each 100 students will be called as a section. Say for example, section A, B, and C. Section A will be a subsystem, B will be a subsystem, and C will be a subsystem. All these subsystems will act in collaboration, in connection with each other, and will combinedly be called as a system. Next is a very important concept, that is information system. Information system is a integrated set of components. Integrated, that is combined. It cannot act or function lonely. What does it do? Yes, the answer is it stores and processes the data. That is, it is the heart of any business organization, because number one, it carries out the important functionality of storing the data, and number two, only storing is of no use if you are not processing it in a proper manner. And second functionality is processing the data. Next is provides useful information. It provides you a path on which you should walk. It provides you a light. It provides you or helps you in decision making. That is, overall, it helps you in achieving your organizational objectives. And last, information system has various components which we have seen lot many times. That is hardware, software, communication system, specifically telecommunication systems, etc. So as the name suggests, these both concepts, that is information and system, we have studied separately, and in this topic we are joining these two concepts. That is, the information which we have is included in a system, stored in a system, processed in a system in a controlled manner, and the information is provided to the management for decision making, for better functionality, and last but not the least, for achieving the organizational objectives. So in today's lecture, we covered very, very important concepts. Number one was system, and number two was information system. In coming lectures, we are going to see more advanced form of information system. Thank you.